Hey there guys, Hail Plasma 324 and welcome back to Let's Play Katawa Shoujo. In the last part, we talked more with Kenji, talked with Misha and Shizune, and in this part, we will be going to Tanabata with our friends Misha and Shizune, who are both dressed in yukata. So, without further ado, let us begin. The streets illuminated only by the light of the moon and low lanterns tinted with tissue paper put me at ease. Now that we're in town, Shizune moves a bit more slowly in order to see the sights. So, I decide to walk more briskly in order to mess with her, but she quickly readjusts her own speed to match, letting out a soundless laugh before quickly signing to Misha with her offhand. What do you want to do first, He-chan? How about some games, if there are any? I thought you didn't like games, He-chan. I don't mind. For the second time today, I feel her slim fingers wrapping around mine. It feels like all this time I've been pulled along by Shizune's will. Occasionally it's quite tiring, but I think for the most part I wouldn't say I hate it. It's just that the quality of some people to drag others into their lives like a storm. That word fits Shizune sometimes, I think. Although I didn't want to tell Misha earlier today, I do like her. He-chan, you're gonna win a doll for me too this time, right? You still thinking about that? Okay, I will. The time passes by faster than I thought it could as we run around, trying to do as many frivolous things as possible. Snow cones! He-chan, do you want one? Misha runs toward the stand, not even waiting to hear my answer. They look delicious. I want one too. We'll play rock, paper, scissors to see who can pay for them all. Or we could each pay for our own. He-chan, what flavor do you want? The blue one. Blue is not a flavor. I digress, Shizune. Blue is a fantastic flavor. Let's not go into that, though. I knew that. Ordering something based on color is childish. You're childish. What are you getting? Are you getting strawberry? Ha, that's such a childish flavor. Only children eat strawberry. You should get plain, the most mature flavor of all. I want to know where her personality comes from. I wonder if I would think that way if she hadn't been the first student I had. Okay. Start that over, because I'm pretty sure I messed up like half that. I want to know where her personality comes from. I wonder if I would think that way if she hadn't been the first student I ended up having a conversation with on my first day here. It's entirely possible that I'd have missed the parts of her that kept drawing me in. If I didn't know that she couldn't hear me, and that she was so competitive and so focused with getting me into the student council, and so alternatively plainful and sharp, without these constant new facets to keep my interest in her, would I have grown to like her so much? It's likely that I'm overthinking it. Aren't you going to make a wish? Chi-chan never makes wishes, He-chan. Oh really? Not even on New Year's? Why is that? Shizune tenses her fingers and smiles, but won't answer. It's a secret. I know. He-chan, do you want me to tell you? Yes. Shizune alternates between as many forceful iterations of no she can think of. Wah, I'll tell you later, okay? Actually, I feel tired. I think I'm going to go to bed early. Really? Doesn't feel like it's been that long. Time flies when you're having fun. But it has, He-chan. Maybe I can visit Yuko first, then go back, or I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter. Have fun without me, okay? We're going back to the school anyway soon, Misha. Misha doesn't want to hear it and leaves anyway. Shizune starts to wonder why just as soon as I do, but while I keep it in my head, she signs it, seeming to want to discuss the possible reasons. After we're both done seeing all there is to see, I check the time and find that it's pretty late. My energy is starting to wear off, and it's a miracle that I managed to have even this much, too. Even Shizune is starting to look a little bit tired. We make our way back to the grounds. Shizune seems disappointed when she sees the school building lit up and teeming with students. Something wrong? I wanted to go up to the roof, but now there are too many people. I'm tired, so it might be for the best. There are probably couples on the roof, since it's that kind of holiday. Then again, I wouldn't know. Is that really how it is? Never been to any festivals before coming here. I'm disappointed. I thought you said you wanted to see what the school was doing last, like saving the best for last. Now you're telling me you don't want to? Not even a little? I thought you'd have more energy. I don't feel tired. This seems to spark her competitive spirit, and Shizune immediately perks up, although it's then that I realize I didn't have anywhere in mind to take her, and I don't feel like going to the main building myself. Fortunately, the area behind the school is both deserted and impressive looking today. I never appreciated how sprawling and well kept it was until seeing it at night. It almost seems to go on forever in the moonlight. very pretty, even though it's just a field. I thought earlier that she was too immature to pull off the old-fashioned clothes she's wearing tonight, but right now she's quite beautiful in them. Makes me think back to that day, the other festival that I went to with her. She looked the same way then. I want to tell her that I like her, decisively, in one go. But even thinking about it is just so awkward. The more I like her, the more awkward and afraid I am of telling her how I feel. Even now, when I could do so if I wanted to without having to go through another person. Not to mention, what if what happened last time happens again? If it does, I might not get off so easily with a months-long hospital stay. I don't even want to think about it. I try to shove the thoughts out of my mind any way possible. I try to dismiss them as unlikely fears. Still, first time I'd seen all of my pills, I imagined them cascading before me, enough of them to choke me. I still think about it from time to time. I can't say that it's not a legitimate concern. Times like these are nice enough that I can forget, though. My favorite thing about this school is that it's on top of a mountain. Is it because it's that much closer to the sky? Yes. I like it too, but more because of the fresh air. You're so competitive, too competitive. If a whale bit you, you would bite it back. That makes her laugh, and she winks. Would that be so bad? Her smile's contagious. Yes. It's true, I'm terrible. A little. But if I can make people happy, I'm not entirely terrible, am I? Then it's okay. I have many examples in my defense. Maybe even this moment is kind of a game to her. That's right. This is a romantic moment. I don't know if such a chance might come again. I feel compelled to say something awkward and stupid. If I think about it too much, I doubt my hands will listen to me. Do you want to be my girlfriend? I hope that I signed it properly. I feel nervous, as if I want to break into a run, yet I'm rooted to the spot. I couldn't hear a thing just minutes ago, and I've picked up every little ambient noise. I really am nervous, and I wonder if it shows. Before, hours passed like seconds. Now, the seconds pass like eons. Then I see Shizune's hands moving unsteadily before her, fumbling over each other, stopping halfway through each gesture. It's like she said, sign language gives you an opportunity to think your words through, and she's trying very hard to do that right now. A situation that she doesn't know how to respond to. It must be unthinkable. As stoic as Shizune tries to be, she can't hide her reddening cheeks, and she's very cute and feminine like this, and it puts me at ease to know she's as nervous as I am. The thought is yet another way in which I found myself competing with her. Okay. That's a simple reply, but as soon as I think that, Shizune takes a step forward and embraces me. An unsure and careful embrace, as if it were made of eggshell, and if she doesn't know how to hug someone. Although, to be honest, it's not a subject I'm familiar with either. Her yukata is cool and silky under my fingers, but I can also feel Shizune's warmth. In the end, she thought this was the best possible gesture to show how she felt. Act 3, Sleight of Hand. And I'm not going to be cutting the part off here. That was just a Act 1 kind of thing. And I'll probably be doing that every time after Act 1. But, let us keep going into Act 3. The following days pass uneventfully and with surprising quickness. I find renewed motivation to learn sign language. It seems that I have a knack for learning sign, so it would be a waste not to do it. And falling behind would be even more unacceptable. Summer break is coming up. Even though I figured that student council work would see a drop-off proportional to how lethargic my classes are becoming, it doesn't happen that way. Every day I get swamped under increasingly meaningless work. Despite how much I want to, I don't have a free second to talk to Shizune nowadays. Every time I look at her, her face is buried in some book of records or some stack of papers that need to be checked over in triplicate. Today, I woke up early to come to the school before everyone else, hoping to catch Shizune. She has a habit of coming in first thing in the morning, to be more punctual than all the other students. Unfortunately, I think I'm earlier than her. Hearing the student council room door click close to my right tells me that this isn't the case. I guess I got here just behind her. I enter the room and tap Shizune on the shoulder to get her attention. Maybe she expects a conversation, which is why she puts down the carton of orange juice in her hand. Good morning. Where's your better half? We are separate individuals. Thinking about it, they must get that quite a bit. I can think of no other way to explain how ready she was with that answer. You're here early. That's good. You can help me look over some handouts. They're going out later today. I came here early specifically so I could see you without having to do work. According to Misha, being early isn't new for you. It's not new for you either. You saying that you want to race? Shizune adjusts her glasses nonchalantly, a gesture that belies how giddy she is inside about the thought of having someone very petty to take competitively and seriously. I think the smaller the matter is, the more it excites her. It's not a race. Do you want to make it a contest? I don't. I almost forget to add the last part, the most important part. Well, that's fine. There are too many days left in the school year. I'd get tired of it anyway. With that, Shizune picks up her juice and finishes it off. I wonder if she's going to try and shoot the empty container into the trash, but she doesn't. In fact, she seems puzzled as to why I seem so disappointed. Better get to that point. I just wanted to talk. Our break is practically here, you know. We should spend more time together anyway. I was thinking that we could do that over the summer. Shizune's face turns as red as mine must be, and she starts adjusting her glasses, flustered. What an all-purpose gesture. She taps her fingers together in thought, considering her next words carefully. You mean like a date? Just because we're going out somewhere, that instantly makes it a date? It's not? I want it to be a date. Then it is one. Shizune approvingly claps her hands once before adding on to my statement. But not today. I'm going away for a week to visit my family. That is an oddly formal way of putting it, and for that reason my interest is piqued. Maybe her family is the prim and proper traditional kind, living in an old-timey mansion with a little stream and koi pool where everyone wears kimonos all the time. It's a wild assumption, but it's fun to speculate sometimes. I wonder if Shizune puts on the appearance of being a calm and mature good daughter like Lily when she is with her family. I can't imagine it, but if there's a possibility that it is true, then I must see it. Only a week? Must not be that far of a trip, then. Of course not. They're still in Japan, after all. Really. It isn't like you can come with me. Is that what you're trying to say? Why can't I? It isn't like you would enjoy it. You don't know that. It could be fun. I almost forgot. You didn't answer my question. Are you going alone, or is Misha going with you? Does your family know sign? Misha is coming along. Part of the question left unanswered is the most telling. If Shizune's family can't communicate with her, I have to wonder what her childhood was like. She probably wrote everything on that pad she carries around and still produces it out of nowhere sometimes. Usually it's when neither Misha nor I are around. I can notice her from far away and she pulls it out like a last resort, grimacing the whole time. If Misha is going, then I'm going to go too. Do you like Misha? It's the principle of the thing. I entertain the notion that Shizune might actually be jealous, but I doubt it. She usually wears her emotions pretty plainly on her face, and I don't see anything that would support my theory right now. I think you're just bored. That's okay, though. Alright, we'll go together. That's what I hoped for in the first place. You can't skip out on student council day to pack your bags just because you're coming with us on such short notice. It's no excuse. It's okay. I hardly have anything to pack anyway. Shizune pauses, tenting her fingers thoughtfully. Must have come to the school on very short notice. It could be that she's thinking back to the time when she and Misha unexpectedly shoved themselves into my room and caught a glimpse of all my medicines. That was an awkward moment I'd like to forget, and I don't like revisiting it. The way she tiptoes around the issue even now makes me even more uncomfortable. It did. It was kind of an on-the-spot decision. It worked out better than I expected, though. I hope Shizune won't pursue the matter, and to my relief, she doesn't. My home is a particularly beautiful part of Saitama. We'll be leaving early in the morning, so be ready. Let's talk about it more later, okay? For now, these handouts won't look over themselves, and you're going to help me. Okay. As Shizune dives into her work, pulling me along with her, I think that she seems almost, but not quite, excited to go. I think Act 3 is the longest just Shizune act. I believe it is, anyway. Yeah, it is. It's got a lot to it. When Shizune and Misha arrive early the next morning to pick me up, they're dressed in something other than the school uniform I've grown used to seeing them in. It makes sense since we're on holiday, but it's still jarring. Shizune's dress is sharp and fashionable, almost too much for a quiet place like Yamaku. Thinking back to what she wore at the Tanabata festival, I'm starting to notice a trend with her. All of her clothes are very tasteful and mature, very well thought out. So then, I wonder why she herself is so immature. Well, at least Misha's clothes reflect our inner self on the outside. You're bringing so little. I said I would. I said there wasn't much to pack. Shizune pouts and rocks her own rather large collection of luggage with her foot as if embarrassed. Misha only has one suitcase with her, but it's almost larger than she is. She looks self-conscious about it as well. God, that suitcase is as big as a compact car. The Pickering color is unsettling too. It's like something used to transport bodies. The way they look right now makes me want to tease them a little. Oh, that's bad luck for you and Misha, isn't it? Having to carry those huge bags. Gotta pack light next time, like me. Everything fits into one little suitcase. Like James Bond! Yes, exactly like James Bond. Shizune gently chugs at her glasses in concentration. We should split the amount we carry equally. Wow, that's a great idea, Shi-chan. What? No. It would benefit us all. Yep. Ah! I'm going to have to say no. You're outvoted. She almost lunges forth as she signs it, terrifying. Ah, well, I was just kidding. I don't mind carrying a few extra. Just thought it would be fun to mess with you both. But if you were going to try and make me carry it all, I was going to ride that giant green case down the mountain like a sled. That seems to make Shizune laugh. She holds a hand up to her mouth to hold it back. It's like she's hiding it. I wonder if she can laugh. If not, that might be why she does that. Makes me feel kind of sad. With that taken care of, we head for the train station, and a very uneventful ride follows. Shizune and Misha manage to fall asleep almost instantly, but I find myself unable to. It's never happened before. Maybe it's my medication. When we arrive at Shizune's house, it's quite a bit larger than I envisioned it would be. I don't think huge would be much of an overstatement. You live in a mansion? Shizune indignantly stands up on her tiptoes so that we're at eye level, and frowns deeply, having had my comment translated to her by Misha. It's as if she's saying, how can you even suggest such a thing? It's just a normal house, nothing as ostentatious as a mansion. I believe our definitions of those terms are quite different then. Wah! God damn it. He-chan, are you surprised? You want me to point out where you'll be staying? I think we have a guest room, but I'm not sure if we have two. I'll check. It's no problem though. No problem though, He-chan. Shi-chan said I can share a room if we have to. Well, unless hers is being used for something else now. Not sure? Starting to think Shizune doesn't spend a lot of time at home. Yeah, I don't blame her. Before I can make a joke of it at her expense, Shizune vanishes into the house and Misha goes with her, leaving me alone on the grounds. I don't want to follow them inside just yet. I put my bag down by the front door and take the opportunity to look around the grounds, just making a quick lap around the house. Even though it takes just a few minutes, when I get back, the first thing I notice is that my bag is gone and a tiny girl is in its place. She looks like a lot like Shizune, although Shizune wouldn't wear red shorts and star and moon stockings. Hi. Are you Shizune's little sister or something? No, I'm a little brother. My name is Hideki. It's nice to meet you. Damn it, I need a voice for Hideki. Shit. The voice of response is straightforward, monotone, and also definitely male. I feel embarrassed to the point where I could almost turn around and leave right now, as if I could remember the way back to the train. Are you the second person that my sister brought with her? Brought with her? I'm not luggage. Anyway, I'm Hisao. Did you take my bag? Yes. It is my right to keep anything I find on my property. No, it's not. That's not how it works at all. I guess even particularly well-spoken little kids believe in the law of finders keepers. Even though I call him little, he doesn't seem that much younger, now that I think about it. Maybe 2 or 3 years younger at most. I gave it to Shizune. It's inside. Are you on the student council? Yeah, how'd you know? Did she bring it up often? I almost said, does she talk about it often? That could have been bad. Yes, all the time. Do you get along with her? Get along? That's a weird question. I wouldn't be on the student council if I couldn't get along with her. What about you? Do you two get along well? Even though he has a monotone voice, his face is as expressive as Shizune's and belies how he... Belies how he really feels. Must run in the family. Looks like he isn't happy about the question for whatever reason. I'm sorry. I was only asking because you look so much alike. I don't know why, but it feels like he's teasing me. Unfortunately, it works. I don't like being compared to Shizune. You're a lot more like Shizune, but that's to be expected. I mistook you for her little sister, even. If you don't want people to make that mistake, you should dress more appropriately. I don't understand. My clothes are perfectly seasonal. What's with the stockings? They are cool. You act like my sister. Eventually people will start mistaking you for her. I guess my comment hit him harder than I thought. That would explain his attempt at turning around. I hate being compared to other people. Shizune doesn't like when she is compared to others either. I thought that Hideki was a little more mature than Shizune, but they have the same competitive streak and inclination to provoke people. Wonder if he's like this because of Shizune, or if it's the other way around. And neither do you, right? Okay, I get it. I shouldn't be so petty. Especially the little kids. Hideki seems to accept this as an acknowledgement of defeat, which is something that I feel like I can't let go. Nevertheless, I'll just have to let it go while I have the chance. I can hear Misha's laughter bouncing through the halls the moment I step through the door to the house, and follow it into what I guess would be the living room. It holds more people than I expected. Damn it, I have the voice of Takira! Shit! Ah, damn it. Among them I spot a distinctive and familiar blonde ponytail. I'm more confused by why Lily is here than surprised. Shizune seems just as surprised. Lily doesn't look ecstatic about this chance meeting either. Well, she can't exactly see who's here, but... Sitting next to Lily is a tall, androgynous-looking woman in a sharp suit. I'd like to assume that's her older sister, but I don't want to risk it. I didn't expect that you would arrive so early. At first I think she's talking to me, but it turns out that she's referring to Shizune. I don't think Lily even notices my presence. I've clearly walked in on them in mid-conversation, and it looks like with her focus on Shizune, she couldn't hear me. I should have rearranged my entire schedule for you. Shi-chan says I should have rearranged my schedule just for you. That would have been nice, but I would not expect you to do such a thing. Oh, hi, Hi-chan. You're finally here. Yeah. Hello, Lily. Oh, Hisao? This is quite a surprise. Akira, this is Hisao, schoolmate. Hisao, this is Akira, my sister. Shit. And I'm back. I have not decided on a voice, so I guess I'll just use a deep male voice. Yo. She holds up her hand in a brief and quite casual gesture of greeting. So she is the older sister after all. I hope we're not messing up any of your plans. Since we're only going to be here for one more day, Lily and I thought she may as well come with me. I guess that'll work. Akira turns to me like she feels compelled to explain. I'm grateful for that. I suppose my position here would be best described as a babysitter. Akira ruffles Hideki's hair as he carries on with his pastime, looking displeased. That is demeaning. Really? Maybe I'll change my title once you get a few more years on you, or at least a few centimeters. They make an interesting pair, although Akira looks more like a lawyer than a babysitter. Not really sure why both she and Lily are here, though. Taking a glance around the room, there are tennis rackets, golf clubs, and even a stack of fishing poles and tackle boxes secreted here and there. Behind every chair, in every corner, and under every table, there is some kind of outdoor hobbyist equipment. I pick up one of the fishing rods and play with it. This is a nice house. Shizune, it looks like your dad has a lot of hobbies. For a moment, I forget to sign what I say, but Misha's already in the process of interpreting what I said for her. I'm still a little impressed at how automatic interpreting is for Misha. Do you fish? No, I don't know how. I kind of want to learn, as I heard it's relaxing. There's a river only a short drive away. My whole family knows how to fish. If you want, we can go there sometime. You and Hideki can fish? I didn't expect people your age to know, considering it's always seemed like a hobby for old men. You know, Lily is great at cooking, if we had some fresh fish. It's not hard to follow Akira's train of thought. If you want to eat fish, we could go to the store. Lily's voice sounds slightly more authoritative than usual. She doesn't really seem to share her sister's enthusiasm for this idea. It's more fun to go fishing. We could even make it a game and try to see who catches the biggest one. That would be exciting, right? Yeah. Hi-chan, what do you think? It sounds fun, doesn't it? Yeah, it definitely could be. Sounds like a plan. I don't know how to fish either, so now's as good a time as any to learn. Her eyes shift toward Lily, who remains unmoved. This sours Akira's smile a bit, and makes me wonder why Lily's being obstinate about this. I don't think we have enough fishing equipment for everyone. We can take turns. It'll be a team battle. What is she saying? We can take turns. She also wants to make it a contest. Come on, Lily. We might as well make the best of it. I guess best would work. So this is going to be competition to see who can catch the biggest fish or the most. Looks like this older sister understands better, as always. Shi-chan says that she supposes Lily would prefer to go to the store, right? Specialist work, so it's natural that she would. Going fishing would be more fun, though, and save money. Akira, you have the right idea. Damn. Oh, shit, you got her. Let's not do that voice. Oh, shit. It's probably not even audible. Whatever. Akira gives a gracious, if slightly stilted, smile. Shizune's praise wasn't her goal, after all. Isn't the river quite far away? I don't think it's that far, and I can drive if we have to. I'm okay with it as long as you catch something. Can your car fit this many people and a whole lot of fishing gear on top of that? She purses her lips as her fingers steadily move, counting up the amount of passengers in the required cargo. If we're going to be taking me, Shizune, Misha, Lily, Akira, and Hideki... 6 people. Damn, my car can only take 5. Actually, if Hideki sat on my lap, we could. I'm not sitting on your lap. Oh. Shi-chan says her father's car would be big enough. What? The Fuga? I'm guessing that's Fuga. Fuga. Let's go with Fuga. What? The Fuga? If it doesn't mind us taking it, then I guess we'd have no other choice. Feels kind of bad forsaking my car, considering I won't have it for much longer. Despite Lily's obstinacy, and Hideki's questions of whether or not we'd prefer to eat first and bet on a fish dinner that might fail or to ever materialize, there's no way to dissuade Akira and Shizune as they agree on a transport plan. Why does Shizune look so seductive? And why is Misha asleep? And why is Akira driving on the opposite side? Oh, well, I guess it's in Japan, so that makes sense. Why is Asao in a sweater vest? I have no idea. My expectations of a somewhat relaxing drive through the countryside are fulfilled. Akira's driving is as smooth and as peaceful as the surroundings, to the point where Misha falls asleep during the trip. We can see that. Why is she so seductive looking? I don't get that. Yeah, we'll get to that at some point. I thought this trip would be rather too slow-paced for Shizune's liking, but she seems to genuinely enjoy it. Even with Hideki awkwardly sandwiched between her and the door, she just keeps looking out of the window and smiling. Seductively, yes. The area surrounding the river is quite beautiful. Akira and Shizune head off for the river so quickly that we have no choice but to chase them. We would be left in the dust otherwise. I can see Hideki and Lily are just humoring their siblings, Lily being the more unenthusiastic of the two. Misha seems happy as ever, though. Looks like she managed to latch onto some of Shizune and Akira's excitement. As for myself, I'd rather eat now, but the thought of fresh fish prepared by Lily is appealing. The river is larger than I imagined, although very scenic and peaceful. Other than a small pier apparently built just to fish off of, the place looks untouched by civilization and makes me realize how much greenery I've seen lately. Shizune pulls Misha away so they can explain how to fish to Akira. Lily and Hideki are talking between themselves, so I decide to join the enthusiastic trio. So which one of these lures should I use then? Can I use this cute little one? Wait, it's the contest. We need to pick teams first. Shi-chan and I will be on one team, of course. Hi-chan, you're going to be on a team too, won't you? You can be the student council team. Okay. Alright then. That makes Hideki and Shit. That makes me, Hideki, and Lily on the other team. Lily, what should we call ourselves? I don't see why it matters. I don't think it matters. Team No Enthusiasm it is. Yet again, Akira's best efforts are rebuffed. Yeah, rebuffed. I'm just gonna go with that. If it's rebuffed or I don't really care. Rebuffed would sound funnier, but I'll go with rebuffed. Shizune and Misha, on the other hand, have no lack of enthusiasm whatsoever. Sal, you can be a point man. Please try hard to catch as many with the biggest fish possible. Why me? No one's even taught me how to fish yet. We can do that now. After a quick tutorial, Shizune immediately tries to draw us into a discussion about the strategy in a tag team fishing competition. Somehow, competition doesn't seem particularly applicable to a sport where you spend hours sitting down and hoping a fish bites a worm. Looks like Hideki got stuck with the spare rod. You know it's just a string tied to a bamboo pole, right? That means when deciding the order, you should go against him. What? Why me? You have the least experience here, Hi-chan. Yeah, so who's the best here, Shizune? Hideki is your brother. He's probably just as good. He probably fishes all the time since he lives close to a lake. Might even be better. Watching you three makes my head hurt. You know I'm only hearing 2/3 of a conversation, right? What's this about? Picking our line up. Akira makes a troubled face. She's getting impatient, which probably isn't too unreasonable. If you're impatient, that only makes me more excited. Now I want to play for higher stakes. Ooh, Shizune getting excited? Let's not get to that. In fact, I should probably end off the episode. So, next time on Let's Play Katawa Shoujo, we will have our fishing competition with this massive group, and maybe, just maybe, we'll find out why Lily and Akira are here. But, that's next time. So, until then, take care. I'll see you in the next one, and keep on signing.